Happy Dashahara to all of you. How are you all? And welcome to our special day. Yes, it's Dashahara. What is it? Dashahara? What do we know about Dashahara? Do we know about Ravan? Yes, because we have seen a man on videos, right? A man with 10 heads. But why is this day so special? So let's listen to a very small story about Ravan, a very important man, a king and a great king of Lanka. Now it's known as Sri Lanka, a country in the Indian Ocean. Lanka was made of gold and Ravan was an amazing king. He was a devotee of Lord Shiva and he was a great musician, a great poet. He was a scholar in the Vedas. Ravan knew all about the world, more than anyone could learn. Ravan was intelligent. He was a great warrior, someone who would win all his wars and never lose. He used to pray Lord Shiva with a lot of dedication. And Lord Shiva granted him his only wish, to be never able to die, whether by humans or by gods. So Lord Shiva granted his wish, and then Ravan became unkillable. No one could kill Ravan, but slowly, things started to change. Ravan became arrogant. His anger reached a lot height. His anger became extreme. Once his sister suffered a fight. Ravan became very angry and his anger made him kidnap someone. When he took that person to his country, he did not let her go. When it gave a rise to the biggest war, a war between demons and monkeys. Yes, a full army of monkeys and an army of demons fought together till it came between Ravan and Lord Ram, where good defeated the evil. What was so evil about Ravan? He and his anger made him choose wrong. His choices after that went wrong and wrong. Everything was bad. So people got scared of him. They did not want him to rule them anymore. So he became cruel, greedy, violent, dangerous. Everyone wanted to stay away of him. But Ram had to take the right decision. And killing Ravan was the only decision could be made at that time. So Ram took his bow and arrow, aimed it towards Ravan, and took the last shot. It hit him in his belly button, from where he was then and there dead. That was the day which was declared as the day of victory of good over evil. Do you know what really is evil? It is not people. Ravan was an amazing person, but some things which made him angry, made him arrogant, made him dangerous. So what is the biggest of all? It's anger. And kids, we all have anger inside us. We just need to deal with it better. So let's start today and remove all that anger from our life. All those things which might make us a bad person. And to become good, it's today when we can start. So are you all ready to remove all the bad things from your life and become good? Okay, that's great, because now I have an amazing activity for you. Are you all ready? With a lot of craft paper, a lot of glue and a scissor? Wonderful, because today I am going to teach you how to make Ravan of our own bad habits and then remove them one by one from our life. So quickly, let's get started with this amazing activity which we have to enjoy and celebrate Dashahara. So I hope you're ready with many things here. Yes, we are going to make Ravan of our own bad habits. We need to take them out of our life, right? Okay then, let's get started. So you will choose one color for which you have to make 10 circles. Now the circles can be the size you want to make them. Okay? Not very small so that the face expressions are visible and you can write the words in them. Okay? So you can either take half of a paper or maybe half of it. Okay? Now I am going to take this size of the paper to cut a circle. I have one right over here. So I'll trace more with it and then I'll cut it out. You always use a pencil to do the tracing. Okay? And using a scissor, we are going to cut the circles. How many do we need? 10. Because we are going to make 10 heads. Right? Okay. So are you all ready to win and get a victory over evil? And kids, always remember, people are not evil. What they do, their choice goes wrong. Extra paper, put it aside. Later, you can use it in different activities or maybe some games to play. Okay? But do not throw it away. You can save them. Same way, we will make 10 of them. Okay? Now, I'll teach you how to do it. But before that, we are going to make all the different parts. Okay? Now, as we all know that Ravan was a king. So we need a crown. And how will we make the crown? We'll take craft paper, fold it, okay, as big as we need the crown. How will we know? We'll put the paper on the head and see. I think that's big for my circle. I'll fold it a little more and then place it here. That will be fine. Now, I will draw a crown here. So I have already cut out some pieces. I don't need a lot of them now. So I'll just make an outline. How many crowns are you going to make? 10. Because there are going to be 10 heads. Right? Now kids, to decorate the crown, you can use glitter or different things like some jewel stones or some stars as you want to. Okay? you can cut them all together. If not possible, cut them one by one or two of them together. Okay? Try and make some lines so that they are easy to cut out. Slant lines to make a crown. And you all know that kings used to wear some beautiful crowns overloaded with gold and many precious stones, diamonds too. And that always moved forward from the king's son, then to his son, daughter, wives. They all had crowns, right? So, I have different crowns. Remember, bits, pieces, you can save them for some activities. I'll remove every extra thing from the table so that there is not a lot of clutter here. Okay? Because I need my table clean. And remember, even while making this, you have to be amazing. Because if you get angry on something, how will you be? A good person? Then all the evil is going to walk towards you. Do you want that? No. And we should never forget that Ravan was an amazing person before he got angry. Right? Now I have a brown paper. Okay, you can use black also, brown also to make the most important part of Ravan. That was his mustache. It was big and beautiful, hairy too. Now place it right in the center and check the size. Okay. So I already have some mustaches cut here. I'll need a few more. So I'll make them with this paper. You can draw by yourself or then you can cut it like this. Okay? So I'm going to make it half and then cut. This way we can get similar mustache for all the faces. If you want, you can make different designs also. But I'll make same so that all my heads look similar. Open it up. You'll see that there are the mustache. Right? Okay. So I have a lot of them here. I need 10. Yes. I also want you to take a paper like this. Cut it into 4 long strips. Okay? Once you do that, I'll tell you what we are going to do with it. I also need you to have 1 and 2 sticks. 1 stick has to be long and flexible. Okay? A piece of thread and a strong stick. Right? Okay. Now, what am I supposed to do? We are going to make the face of the Ravan. Are you ready? Okay. First thing is his crown. So we can stick it on his head, for which we need some glue. Remember, do not put too much, because then the glue will also become angry and come out. Okay? After the head, we have eyebrows, right? Now, how will I make these eyebrows? We will make some broad V's. How? we'll go slant and then once more. Okay? We'll go slant and then once more. From the inside, we'll make it broad like this. Okay? And then we'll color it up. I'm using a marker so that it's clearly visible to you. You can use some colors, crayons, sketch pens, or anything you have available. Yes, and now after eyebrows we have eyes. Are you ready to make them? We'll make eyes. So I am trying to make my Ravan very angry. As I told you, he used to get very angry and become dangerous. Right? Okay. Now, a little nose he needs. And then, it's time for a mustache. Yes. Can you see that? Okay. So, let's put a little glue in the center. Not for all of it. And then paste it over there. And I'll fold the mustache a little to make it look real. Yes. Now the same way I made a face already. As you can see here, I have one face. It has teeth too. So you can use a white paper to make a cage like this and paste it over here. It will make his face angry. Okay? And for the rest of them, we will leave a lot of space here to be able to write all those things we need to remove, which can make us evil. Okay? So starting from angry. This face is going to be the center face. The one on the body, right? Okay. Now I'll write words. You can find the words on the screen to be able to write them, okay? So, Y. Angry. Right? Same way, we will make all of these faces. Okay? So I'm placing it over so that I can easily see all those things which are there. Okay? Which I need to make again. Like this. So you will make this for all the 10 heads, okay? And then we'll put the mustache also. And color them up. They look dangerous, right? And I forgot to put the crown over his head, which is very important. Ravan was an amazing king. But can you stay amazing if you get angry all the time? No, right? Now another mustache. Glue right in the center. And now I'll paste it over here. The next thing we need to remove from ourselves is the tantrums we show. Oh no, I don't want to go. I want it. Right? So T-A-N. T-R-U-M. Tantrum. We need to remove it from our life. Same way, we will make all the remaining faces. 1, 2, 3 are done. How many are left? 7. So, let's quickly finish them and see what all words do we need to remove from our life. So, as you all can see, I am ready with all the 10 heads. But now, I want mommies, daddies to write down the words because I know it will take a little time for your children to make a Ravan, enjoy the process, and then remember all those things need to be removed. So as we did angry, tantrums, it's time to write down whine. Do you all whine? Please, no, right, okay? So let's write down W H I M E. So we need to stop whining, right? Then we have cry. Do you all cry? C-R-Y. Do you cry? We need to stop that because crying makes us angry and sad. We don't like it. And then we might shout. That's also very, very evil. So we need to take it out of us. Shout. Then we have hit. So do you hit when you get angry? Yes, sometimes. Oh, like that. But you should not do it, right? You are very smart to understand that. Then sometimes we become cranky when we don't want to do something or we need something. We don't give time to anyone to even think about it, right? Then we are rude. We get angry so often that we forget. We are talking to our elders. We cannot be rude. Sometimes we are talking to people who are of our age, the other kids and younger to us. But we cannot get rude. And the last thing we need to remove is being lazy. So mommy says, do it, quickly get up, run to the work and complete it. Okay? Now, putting the face which is very angry in the center. How? Let's do it. Now remember, I asked you to cut down 4 strips. Yes, we will quickly do it, okay? Let's get started. I'm collecting them all here. I'll turn it back, right? And then I'll put 2 strips like this. Paste them there with the help of the glue. Yes. So let's put some glue in the center. Paste the strips half like this. Okay? Now to the other end we will add one more if needed. My faces are very big, so I will need some bigger space to put them together. And on the other end, I'll stick one more piece. Paper strip. We had cut it long Yes? With the long side. Because there are 10 heads of Ravan. The evil parts need to be removed. Remember. Now one by one, we'll place all the evil things side by side. Let me just place them and see whether all of them fit or not. If they don't fit together, I'll have a little problem here. 3, 2, 3, 4, and then I can put on 5 also. So we'll put 4 on one side, 5 on another. What do we have to do? Put a lot of glue on the strips. Okay. Now let me take lazy. So my lazy face needs to go. Right? Then my cranky part. It needs to go too. Then, if I sometimes by mistake also hit someone, I should always know that I need to apologize, okay? So will you all remember to apologize? Then crying. Do we always need to cry? I don't think so. We are grown-up kids. We don't need to cry, right? Do we need to shout? Definitely not. We never need to shout. Because shouting makes us angry, and being angry can make us bad. And we all are kids filled with good manners, right? Now, the other side. I'll let this dry and paste the rest of the faces on this side. A lot of glue here. Yes, like this. Okay. Now, rude. Will I be going to be rude with anyone? No. Will I whine anymore? No. Will I be angry anymore? No. Right? And will I show tantrums? Definitely not. Now all these faces are here. Yes? Now what are we supposed to do? Can Harshita ma'am tell us again? We are going to let it dry. Do you know why? Because it's time to make a weapon to remove all of these from us. How? Remember I told you we need a stick which is flexible and a thread. I am going to tie this thread on one end and then pull it to another, curve it a little, pull it tight, okay, not that much that it breaks, okay, and then I am going to tie it here, right, like this. You can cut off the extra part of the thread, okay. This side also let me tie it so that it doesn't open. Like this. We can cut this out. Where did Harshita ma'am's scissor go? Did it walk away? Oh. I hope you're taking help for scissor from mommy daddy. Yes? Wonderful. Because then sometimes this can be dangerous. These scissors are not really usable for you little munchkins, okay? Now remember, I told you that we need another hard stick I have a triangle here, which I am going to paste over this with the help of a sellotape. Okay. I have a piece of tape. I've just stuck this here. I'll cut off the extra parts. Do you know what we are making here? We are making arrow. Can you see that? It's an arrow. What do we do with an arrow? We shoot with an arrow, which we are going to do today, just like Lord Rama did with Ravan. Now, once this is dry, we are going to flip it over and put sticks right behind it. So one right in the center, like this. Okay, now 2 of them away from it. So I'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 faces. I'll put it in the center on the third one. Like this. So that it stays there. If you need, you can put a lot of them. You can also reuse some extra water bottles or soft drink bottles kept at home and use 3 or 4 of them to paste the faces, okay? And then, what are we going to do with it? Don't worry, I'll tell you. And one more stick over here in the center. I also have some clay so that I can make it stand without falling. I need something to put this in, right? We all know how to use clay, isn't it? Let me remove my extra things so that nothing comes in between, okay? Now these are my pieces of clay, which I am going to place right over here. If it needs more, you can place one more stick, right? For that to be held there. I'll shift it over here. And look at that. What I want you to do is use your bow and arrow. And hold it right, hit each of the head which holds the evil things and shoot. Oh, Harshita ma'am is not really good at this, right? Wow, did you see that? You can try this and play nice and enjoy all of this Dashahara by removing all the evil things you might have. Okay? Now I'll see you some other time with some new festivals.